What up, YouTube? Knives and Gear Insights with another review of a knife that I got for free, actually, that I won from Kansept. And we're talking about the Kansept Pendulum Fighter, which is a prototype which has, it's not available for sale or anything. And I don't know if you guys remember on my unboxing video, there was several issues with it. Of course, you had no deployment method really, because there was there's no thumb stud. Then you had issues with basically getting the knife back in, like the blade back in. So, and I did my own mods on this knife. I want to show you guys. I also want to show Kansept that what I think should be done on this knife. This is just one of those screw-in thumb studs here. So those quick thumb studs. So because I didn't want to drill a hole in a prototype, so but that gives the knife the ability to be deployed without any issues. And then I also added some extensions to the lock, basically. So because when it was flush, you had absolutely no way of getting this lock on disengaged. So, and now when I have this blade open, I can basically disengage it by pulling this. I mean, it's not the greatest knife. I'm not sure if this is something that Kansept will actually bring into production or not. But I still wanted to review it. I wanted to give my honest opinion on it, my unbiased opinion. I think it's a cool knife. The idea of this knife, just design-wise and ergonomical, that this thumb stud right now is in my way. So the ergonomics are a little ruined because of the way my thumb stud is. If Kansept would do a thumb stud, they probably would do a regular, drilled thumb stud that would be inside the blade. So the ergonomics would be still intact. But right now, the way I have to put it to make it work is just a little bit in the way. So I want, but I wanted to give you guys a little update on this. What I feel like if Kansept really thinks about producing this knife, should be done. Those studs here from the lock bar should be, or from the lock itself, should be definitely extended or should be grippy. So that's what I did. I basically used some metal pieces and I just used a little tiny drop of super glue just to glue it on, to give it, it's removable. It will definitely come off. I did the slightest little tiny drop, so it won't be like definitely a forever thing. So one thing also with this lock here is actually, I'm not sure if this has to do with the springs, with the Omega springs in there or what, but sometimes you have a really hard time to disengage this lock. Like it gets stuck. I don't know. I have never had this with any other of these type of locks happen where the lock bar actually gets stuck. I'm not sure if it just happens with the up and down motion or what the deal is, but it definitely makes this knife much more better to operate. You can flick it with the thumb studs. You can disengage it. So, you could flick it with see, right now, it's literally stuck. So I have to disengage it. And then the blade comes down. So thank God the blade is light so I don't cut myself. But, this knife definitely needs some, like right now it's again stuck. So this knife definitely needs some improvement, some work done from Kansept if they want to get this in production. I feel like it should be a production knife. Just my personal opinion. I think this would be a great production, just the handle design, and the ergonomics are great. This would be a nice pocket knife, but there has to be something done. I'm not sure if this is the greatest way of operating this knife. I would rather see this as a button lock or as a frame lock. Would be much better. I know this will be probably require a radical redesign of this knife, but I feel like this would be a great knife if it was different. If it had either a button lock or if it had a frame lock. It would be just much better than with this type of lock. So I'm not sure, but let's get real quick into the size comparisons one more time. We had this already out here. So we got this in comparison with the, what is it called? God, blackout right now. Micron Mayarl, holy, and the CBB Hyperpulse. So you can see it's definitely a smaller knife. Here the Quiet Carry Drift LCT and the We Knife Sequibic. So you can see it's a small knife, but I think it would be a great knife. It could be, or let's say it could be a great knife for like a fifth pocket carry, even regular carry, because it's so small, but still got a large long blade. Here we got the Tunnel of Fenrir and then the NAF Slander. So overall, let's see the weight one more time on this guy. I don't want to get this video too long. So like I said, it's just a review, a short review about this knife. So we had about close to 3.46 ounces on this knife in weight. And the overall length on this knife was at 7 3/16. The blade length was at 2.278. The cutting edge was actually at over 3 inches because the way this is shaped. So like I said, this could be a really great knife, but I feel like this locking mechanism is not made for this knife. It's just not. Button lock or frame lock would be much nicer on this knife. Ergonomics are just great. Like, I'm really disappointed that it turned out this way. I really hope that I can come up with some better opinion about this knife, but I just wanted to be honest with Kansept. You know, I wanted to, you know, let the company know, hey, you know, this is just not working out with this knife. This is issues left and right, you know, especially the locking mechanism. It breaks my heart to do that, but you know, it's just the way it is. So, but yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know that I feel like Kansept has to go back to the drawing board with this one. And that's pretty much it for that one, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you.